Hi, my name is Jamie Holt, owner and physical therapist at Holt Physical Therapy and Performance Training here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I want to put together an extensive video of a comprehensive shoulder routine that you should probably try to do even if you have a healthy shoulder or if you have a slight injury. So, first thing is volume. What should you do? With this whole routine, I'd like you to do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, 3 to 4 days a week. You can use tubing, it can be a TheraBand tube or any type of tubing that you can get a hold of. The first one we're going to look at is external rotation to help strengthen up the back of your shoulder. So if you take a look at the video here, I'll put a bolster underneath my elbow to keep my elbow by my side. And you want to keep your wrist in neutral, not let your wrist lag or lead, and keep your elbow right by your side. Good tall posture. And again, this is to help start working and strengthen the back of your shoulder of your rotator cuff. Now if we go the other direction, working the internal rotators, that's what you'll see right here. And so again, we're taking the band, we have the same bolster, and we're pulling in. You can attach the tubing to a pole, a doorknob, or any of those different things that's going to be steady and sturdy. Again, 8 to 12 reps, 2 to 3 sets of each one. Here we're working on the subscapularis muscle of the rotator cuff. Then if we're going to do a throwing athlete, maybe we'll do internal rotation at 90 degrees. So here your elbow is up at 90 degrees, it's bent at 90 degrees, and your shoulder's at 90 degrees, and we're doing internal rotation. And what you want to do is you want to keep the elbow in the same position, not let it drop down as you internally rotate. This closely mimics the throwing motion, and again it helps stabilize the rotator cuff. And then also we have to remember to make sure we do external rotation at 90 degrees of shoulder abduction. And so here's this one. This would be one of the more difficult ones that you do. Nice, slow, and controlled. Again, we're really working on strengthening the rotator cuff and getting the posterior shoulder musculature strong so we can do things such as lift weights, throw a ball, and push-ups without any type of pain. The next exercise I'm going to show here is standing scaption. Scaption isn't pure flexion or abduction, it's at about a 45-degree angle. And so you're going to stand on the tubing, and you might as well try to work on keeping your core tight as well. Thumbs up, and we're going to raise it up almost like we're kind of doing a Y, but this is the scapular plane. And just take it up slowly and controlled as high as you can, and then come back down. It's all about controlling the movement, controlling the speed. And now standing abduction, that's where we come out to the side. It's going to work mostly the middle deltoid. And so this looks like this. Again, your palms are going to be down, so you can't get it up quite as high as you would with a standing scaption or pure flexion because of the anatomy and the way the cuff works. This is a great one to help strengthen up your shoulder, particularly your middle deltoid muscles. Again, we're standing on the band, nice good posture, good positioning, and engaging the core. Now this one's sideline external rotation. You can do on the floor, or you can do on your treatment table or on your bed. And so you're lying on your side. Again, there's that bolster again. And you want to keep your shoulders perpendicular to the floor, and nice and slow you're going to externally rotate your hand out. As you'll see with almost all of these, we're working on strengthening up the back of our shoulders. Those are the ones that help improve our posture and get our shoulder, our glenohumeral joint, more stable. Once you start getting this part of the routine, you start getting a good burn into your back of your shoulders. Next, I'm going to do standing rows, and you may have done this one quite a bit, but I want to make sure we put this into the routine as well. So again, pinching your shoulder blades, squeezing together. I don't care how far back your elbows go. I want to make sure you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your forearms nice and parallel to the ground. A lot of times some people tend to bring their hands up and they're using too much bicep. Again, pinching your shoulder blades, squeezing it together. Nice good tall position. You can even be in a little bit of a mini squat position so you can work your hips and your glutes a little bit and your quads. They start getting progressively more difficult, so here we're going to do a standing horizontal abduction. So again, you're attached and you're just pulling back. It's a standing T. If you look at me from behind, your arms will look like it's a T. Again, pinching, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Keep your wrists in neutral. Don't overextend or overflex your wrist. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Again, 8 to 12 counts, 2 to 3 sets. Now here's the standing Y. Again, this starts to get a little bit more difficult, as I said, as we progress along, but we want to make sure we hit every part of our rotator cuff and of our traps. So here again, thumbs are up, and I'm raising up kind of in the scapular plane like we did earlier, but we're taking it up a little bit higher. It's important that we do all these because we got to hit not only the rotator cuff, but we have to strengthen the upper traps, the middle traps, and the lower traps. All those play a role in shoulder stability. As with any exercise program, if you have any pain doing any of these, maybe shoot us an email or a text and we can help you out. Here we go, standing high row. Again, we're trying to really work on getting more stability in the shoulders. You're going to bring your thumbs up to about your eye level, and your elbows are going to come up with it. Again, pinching and squeezing those shoulder blades together. I can't emphasize enough how you need to do it slow and controlled. If you're doing it fast, you need more resistance. But we also just want to work on stability. We don't need the speed of the movement quite yet. And we're going to build on top of this one. We're going to do now a standing high row with external rotation. These next couple build on top of each other to get us to the final part that we want. So we row, externally rotate, and come back. So row, rotate, come back down. Make sure when you rotate, you try to keep those elbows up and your elbows don't drop down too far. So squeeze, externally rotate. I like to do this in standing, but you can also do it sitting on a physio ball to kind of challenge your core and your balance a little bit more. Good. And then we have standing high row with overhead press. So again, we're combining about 3 movements here. So we got a row, rotate, press overhead. The important thing is when you press overhead, keep your hands back, keep your elbows back. Don't let them come forward. We're working a lot of different muscle groups here at this point, and it's a good build to the last exercise what we want to do for the cuff program here. So again, you do a high row, externally rotate, press overhead. It doesn't take a whole lot of weight, a whole lot of resistance. We're not trying to bulk anything up here. We're trying to activate these muscles. So row, rotate, and go up. Great. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do really strongly feel if you do this consistently for a few weeks, you'll notice a big change in your shoulder. If you need any help, give us a call. You can reach us at holtpt.com or give us a phone call at 919-803-0738, or please feel free to shoot me an email at jholt@holtpt.com. Have a great day and thanks for your time.